Imagine two cities, nestled in a lush green valley, shining like jewels under the sun. Sodom and Gomorrah. On the outside, they were the picture of prosperity, bustling with trade and overflowing with wealth. But behind the beautiful facade, a deep sickness was growing. The hearts of the people had turned cold and corrupt. Kindness was a forgotten language, and cruelty was their daily bread. Their moral compass had shattered, leaving only greed, selfishness, and depravity in its place. In the heavens, the cries of the oppressed and the stench of their wickedness reached an unbearable crescendo. The Creator, who had fashioned the world in love, looked down with a heavy heart. The time for judgment was at hand, but even in judgment, mercy seeks a way. God sent two messengers, appearing as ordinary men, to see if even a sliver of goodness remained. They arrived in Sodom at dusk and were met by a man named Lot, Abraham's nephew. He was a righteous man, a stranger in a strange land, who still held on to the old ways of hospitality and decency. Lot begged the visitors to stay in his home, knowing the dangers that lurked in the city's streets after dark. His fears soon proved true. Before they had even settled for the night, a crowd gathered outside his door. Men from every part of the city, young and old, surrounded the house. Their voices were a venomous tide, demanding that Lot hand over his guests for their own twisted pleasure. The scene was horrifying, a complete breakdown of law, decency, and basic human dignity. Lot, in a desperate and misguided attempt to protect his guests, offered them his own daughters instead, but the mob, consumed by their frenzy, refused. They cared for nothing but their own wicked desires and threatened to do worse to Lot himself. They surged forward, ready to break down the door. Suddenly, a blinding light flashed from the doorway. The angelic messengers pulled Lot back inside and struck the entire mob with blindness. The crowd, once so menacing, was now a confused, stumbling mess, groping in the dark, unable to even find the door they were just about to smash down. The divine power was undeniable. Inside, the messengers revealed their true purpose to Lot. "Flee for your lives," they urged. "The Lord is about to destroy this place. Take your family and get out. Don't look back and don't stop anywhere in the valley. Run to the mountains, or you will be swept away." As dawn broke, Lot hesitated. His home, his life, it was all here. The angels, seeing his reluctance, grabbed his hand and the hands of his wife and two daughters and literally dragged them out of the city. Their escape was a frantic, breathless race against time, a flight from a world about to be erased. As the sun peeked over the horizon, the sky, which should have been filled with the soft light of morning, began to boil. A terrifying rumble echoed from the heavens, not of thunder, but of something far more final. Then it began. Fire and sulfur rained down from the sky. It wasn't a gentle shower. It was a torrent of divine fury. The very air ignited. The beautiful cities of Sodom and Gomorrah were engulfed in a storm of fire. Buildings turned to ash in an instant. The green valley became a scorched, smoking wasteland. The screams of the wicked were silenced by the roar of the inferno. In the midst of this cataclysm, Lot's wife, against the explicit command, gave in to a moment of regretful longing. She looked back. In that instant, she was transformed into a pillar of salt, a permanent, silent monument to the cost of disobedience and attachment to a condemned world. Lot and his daughters were the sole survivors, looking down from the safety of the mountains at a column of smoke rising from the plain, like smoke from a furnace. Where two vibrant cities once stood, there was now only death, desolation, and the stark, chilling evidence of divine judgment. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah echoes through history as a powerful and terrifying reminder that moral decay has consequences, and that even the greatest prosperity is meaningless without righteousness. It's a cinematic tale of fire from the sky, but more than that, it is a profound lesson about the choices we make and the foundations upon which we build our lives. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into Bible living scriptures.